Greek mythology has captivated us for centuries. Wars among immortals, love affairs that shake the heavens, and stories that have shaped our literature, art, and imagination. Get ready for a whirlwind tour through the entire Greek pantheon. Olympians, titans, primordial gods, and beyond. By the end, you'll know exactly why these ancient legends still fascinate us today. Greek mythology is a huge tapestry of epic tales, so let's begin with the Olympians, the most famous gods of all. They reside atop Mount Olympus, ruling over various domains of life and the cosmos. Zeus, king of the gods, god of thunder and master of the skies. His weapon of choice, the fearsome thunderbolt. Two key facts to remember. He led the Olympians to victory over the Titans, and his many love affairs resulted in countless demigods and minor deities. Will anyone ever challenge Zeus for his throne? Let's see if his queen has something to say about it. Hera, queen of the gods and goddess of marriage and childbirth. She's known for her regal presence and a fierce temper, especially towards Zeus's many lovers and their offspring. Two key facts. She's the protector of women in childbirth, and she once tried to overthrow Zeus in a failed coup. Will her next move shake Olympus again? On to the ruler of the seas. Poseidon, god of the sea, earthquakes, and horses. He's moody, powerful, and can stir up storms with a single swipe of his trident. Notable facts. Sailors prayed to him for safe voyages, and he once competed with Athena for the city of Athens, and lost. Think the sea can ever calm this tempestuous god? Let's head to the harvest next. Demeter, goddess of the harvest, agriculture, and the fertility of the earth. Her grief when her daughter Persephone was taken by Hades caused the land to go barren, an origin story for the seasons. Two big points. She's vital to life and growth, and her motherly devotion basically created winter. Wonder if we'd have any crops without her heartbreak. Let's find out who's next in the family drama. Athena, goddess of wisdom, warfare, the strategic kind, and crafts. Born from Zeus's head fully grown and armored. Two standout facts. She's the patron of Athens, symbolized by the owl, and she guided heroes like Odysseus and Perseus. Will her wisdom always steer the Greeks right? Time to meet someone with a more artistic flair. Apollo, god of the sun, music, prophecy, and healing. Often depicted with a lyre, he's a master of the arts and a fearsome archer. Key details. He serves as the link between mortals and the divine through the Oracle of Delphi, and he's also responsible for plagues and their cure. Do you think he's the ultimate Renaissance god? Let's shine a light on his twin. Artemis, goddess of the hunt, the wilderness, and the moon. She vowed never to marry and fiercely protects her chastity. She's known for punishing anyone who violates her sacred spaces. Two key facts. She's the guardian of young women, and she's also associated with sudden death and disease, especially in women. Ready to face her beau? Let's keep things moving. There's more divine drama ahead. Ares, god of war, specifically the brutal, chaotic side of battle. He craves the thrill of the fight. Important to note, he's often disliked by the other gods for his reckless aggression, and ironically, he lost to Athena in various myths because strategy often trumps brute force. Will Ares ever learn to keep his cool? Let's see what love has to offer. Aphrodite, goddess of love, beauty, and desire. Born from the sea foam, she wields a power over both gods and mortals. Two intriguing facts. She sparked the Trojan War by promising the most beautiful woman to Paris, and she's one of the few who can soften even Zeus's will. Think love conquers all. It certainly does with Aphrodite around. Now on to the forge. Hephaestus, god of fire, metalworking, and craftsmanship. Thrown off Mount Olympus because of his deformity, he became an unrivaled blacksmith. He's responsible for crafting many of the gods' iconic weapons and armor. Two key insights. He's a master artisan who made Zeus's thunderbolt, and ironically married to Aphrodite in some myths, though it was hardly a fairy tale. Will his hammer strike again? Let's see who's running errands on Olympus. Hermes, messenger of the gods, patron of travelers, thieves, and commerce. He moves between mortal and divine worlds with his winged sandals. Key facts. He's cunning, stole Apollo's cattle as a baby, and he escorts souls to the underworld. Does Hermes ever slow down? Probably not, but let's check in on the god of wine and ecstasy. Dionysus, god of wine, fertility, theater, and ritual madness. He brought viticulture to humanity, teaching them how to make and enjoy wine. Fun facts. He was born from Zeus's thigh, long story, and his festivals led to the development of Greek theater. Ready to raise a toast to him? Don't go overboard. His drunken feasts can be wild. That wraps up our core Olympians. But we can't forget someone who keeps to himself in the underworld. Hades, lord of the underworld, ruler of the dead, though not usually counted among the Olympians. Two key points. He's often misunderstood as evil, but he's more of a stern caretaker of the afterlife, and his abduction of Persephone set the seasonal cycle in motion. Do you think he's the most feared god? Time to travel further back in time to meet the Titans. Cronus, leader of the Titans, and father to Zeus, Poseidon, and Hades. He devoured his children to prevent them from overthrowing him until Rhea tricked him with a stone instead of baby Zeus. We all know how that turned out. Would you say Cronus had the worst parenting strategy in history? Let's ask the Titan mother, Hera, wife of Cronus, mother of the first Olympians. She's the one who saved Zeus by smuggling him away, eventually allowing him to defeat Cronus. Think about how Rhea's single act changed the fate of the cosmos. On to another Titan who holds the sky, Atlas. The Titan condemned to hold the heavens on his shoulders. After the Titans lost the war, Zeus punished Atlas with this eternal burden. Two key insights. Sometimes he tried to trick heroes like Heracles into taking his burden, and he symbolizes endless endurance. Do you think Atlas will ever catch a break? Let's talk about a rebel titan with a soft spot for mankind. Prometheus. He defied Zeus by stealing fire from the gods and giving it to humans, kickstarting civilization. As punishment, he was chained to a rock where an eagle ate his liver daily. Two big takeaways. He's seen as a champion of human progress, and his suffering highlights the god's harshness. Could he be the real hero of Greek mythology? Time to go back even further, to the dawn of creation. Chaos, the very first existence, an endless void from which everything else sprang forth. Hard to wrap your mind around something that basically is emptiness. Think it's lonely being the origin of all? Let's meet the next primordial being, Gaia, the earth itself, mother of titans, cyclopes, and giants. She emerged after chaos and gave birth to everything tangible. Two big facts. She conspired with Cronus to overthrow Uranus, and her wrath is legendary when she feels betrayed. Is Gaia the ultimate mother you don't want to cross? Let's meet her first consort. Uranus, the sky god, father to the Titans. His relationship with Gaia? Let's call it complicated. Cronus eventually overthrew him in a violent coup. Would you say Uranus had it coming, or was it a tragic twist of fate? Let's slip into the shadows now. Erebus, representing the deep darkness of the underworld's shadows. Born from chaos, Erebus personifies gloom and the unknown. It's said that souls pass through Erebus immediately after death. Is it the darkest realm one can imagine? Watch out for the night that follows. Enix, the embodiment of night itself. so powerful that even Zeus feared crossing her. Two main points. She had children like Hypnos, sleep, and Thanatos, death, symbolizing how night spawns both rest and finality. Do you think night is more powerful than day? Let's shine a light on some lesser, but still fascinating deities before we wrap up. In Greek mythology, we have a vast array of minor gods and goddesses: the Muses, who inspire the arts; the Fates, who control the thread of every life; and the Nymphs, nature spirits that inhabit forests, waters, and mountains. They might not rule Olympus, but their influence weaves through every myth. Which one do you find most intriguing? Now you've met the entire Greek pantheon in all its glory: Olympians ruling the heights, titans who once held power, and the primordial forces that created existence itself. Which Greek god do you think would be the most powerful today? Let me know in the comments.